Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to my No Man's Sky video. This is Shalin Magi, and this is another day in the life of your friendly neighborhood galactic explorer, not only trying to survive, but to thrive. Yesterday's episode was pretty interesting. I got into a really long, drawn-out space battle with some Sentinels, and it seemed like a longer than average space battle when it comes to those guys, right? So normally you'll go through about three or four sort of uh, waves, bursts or waves of, fighting multiple interceptors. You wind up taking them out. There's a little pause, and then, there's another wave. And that happens like three or four times. And then usually the big old Sentinel freighter comes in, and you take that out, and you get your carrier AI fragment, which basically gets you a free Sentinel ship. Yeah, I was like fighting Sentinels forever. And, finally the freighter came in. I took the freighter out and I got a carrier AI fragment. And I was like, I haven't done no Sentinel ship hunting for a while. So I thought, yeah, I'll set this thing off and let's go get a free Sentinel ship. And lo and behold, it was an S-class Sentinel ship. So at the end of the day, the long drawn out space battle was definitely worth it, right? To get an S-class Sentinel ship. Now, the ship was decent, definitely decent, but it visually it wasn't my thing. So I decided to go ahead and scrap it, and that was good too because I made 51 million units for scrapping that thing. I decided to build a base there because you know just like drop pods and stuff like that. Like if you get to a drop pod, maybe maybe you purchase a map off the cartographer to get a drop pod location. You go and upgrade your exosuit. Well, if you stop by that drop pod again, like I don't know, 2, 3, 4 days later, that drop pod will have refreshed, and you can continue to get upgrades from the same drop pod, right? You just want to make sure that it's in a system that you have a base in. And if it's in a system where you have a base, just put a save beacon down at the drop pod and you're good to go. Well, the same thing applies with not only Sentinel ships, but normal ships too. So I figured, yeah, S-class Sentinel ship, I'm just going to build a little base here. And plus, I wanted to share it with the community. My community's really small, but I figured, the couple people who watch my videos and stuff, I want to share that kind of stuff with everyone. So yeah, and I had two quicksilver missions that I did yesterday because in the past couple episodes, I don't know, I just haven't got around to doing some of the normal stuff. I was really busy exploring and looking for exotic biomes and so forth. So yeah, I kind of got back on track yesterday. So I think the first thing I want to do today is go ahead and send my frigates out on some expeditions. And I noticed really heavy trade, a lot of trade missions now, and we got a 3-star one. So for that, I do have a mind control device. So I'm going to apply that, and of course, I'm going to make my organic frigate. He is going to lead that mission. As you can see, his stats are more heavy in the trade category right now. So I'm going to keep him doing that. And then I just need 2 more trade guys. All right. And yeah. All right. So that's the toughest one. I guess the second toughest one would be this, just because it's got the most light years, right? I mean, yeah. So we'll go ahead and do the industrial, 3 industrial guys, Yeah, 1 combat and 1 support. All right. Let's get this other trade one out of the way. 2. I think I'm just going to send 2 trade guys because what I want to do is have, well, support. Nah, you know what? I will send the other trade. The combat one, very easy. Let me do the balanced one. That's also an easy one. So I've got 2 combats. I definitely want to send my B class out. Exploration, support, industrial. And I got quite a few explorations, so I'm going to send 2 explorers. And that should be good. And then, of course, combat. Easy one here. So I'm going to send 1 combat, 2 support, and let's see, exploration and industrial. Yeah, and I guess that's pretty balanced. Okay, and I just want to check. I'm pretty sure that I do have a space open just in case I was to find another ship. So, all right. I will catch up with you all. I think I might stop by the settlement coming up here real shortly, but I'm not sure. So hang tight. I'll be right back. Hey everybody, I'm back. I'm just kind of running around my freighter. Right now. I'm talking to my scientist. I'm going to give him some data, and he gave me a lot of nanites for that data. I'm going to go over here and talk to my construction guy or my overseer. He's going to want me to take some photos, I do believe. Places you visit. Yeah, I'll do that. It's something pretty simple. So what I did while I was away is I went ahead and I made a bunk. I organized my storage in the freighter. I busted open a bunch of these crystals and these, and so that freed up a little bit of room. And then I decided to make all of these items here. These are pretty common items that you're going to need at times. For me, I guess mostly at the settlement, but I think I'm going to throw some other things in here as well. Of course, as far as I've got all my element ores here, and these things can make your different plants. They can make ferrite dust, and they can make each other, right? And then as long as you got activated indium any of the activated metals really, but activated indium or activated quartzite, that's going to give you a ton of chromatic metal and a ton of magnetized ferrite. And, magnetized ferrite will give you normal ferrite. So this whole row right here really just covers so much. And, of course, this is mostly for my living, the meats are mostly for my living frigate. And then, of course, got your, whatchamacallits down here. Yeah, also yesterday, what did I upgraded, I went through a couple of my ships, not every single one of them, but most of my ships now are pretty much fully decked out. Like I don't have to pull a piece of technology out to stick the conflict scanner in if I need that, or the economy scanner. A lot of my ships now are fully outfitted. There's a couple that aren't, but I did a lot of that after the episode ended yesterday. Made a couple light year jumps. Also, I'm heading to my uranium base, and that's the system where my settlements are at. And so I remember coming here yesterday and making some antimatter. Now I did grab most of it. I want to see if there's any in here. Yeah, there's 9. So, and maybe I'll just cook up some more. All right, and you know what? Yeah, let's talk to the exocraft guy. He detected another spot, so we'll go ahead and go there. Let's see. Overseer's to locate a scorch world. Reach the terminal. Okay, that's what I want. So, like, this is my newest solar ship, my purple and white solar ship, and it is now at this point it's pretty much fully decked out, and I'm really, really liking the numbers. I mean, I really love the maneuverability. It's super maneuverable. It respectable damage, great shields, and hyperdrive range is good. So, yeah. All right, what do we got here? All right, let's see. Extract records as I go. Glad that it says I'm, as I go, I think to myself how glad I am that my technician can hack these networks. They claim they can do this 1,000 times and not be caught by any authorities. I hope that my fugitive friend is right. Okay. Exocraft laser module. This thing. This guy probably doesn't have anything that I don't have, but yeah. Talk to this guy real quick. Appears to be performing an experiment. Smoke rises from their portable replicator, and manic entities' fingers are a blur on their control pad. They look at me with wide mask lights and increasing alarm. Whatever. Their casing lamps suddenly settle on my exosuit inventory, and they reach out with a metal arm. I don't know. Condensed carbon. Lifeform managed to salvage one of their experiments with my offering. They thank me with the appropriate gift. Okay, cool. Well, I didn't really need any more condensed carbon, but hey, I'll take it. Alright, get back to my exocraft technician, and maybe I'll check up on my weapons specialist. He's probably going to want to give me some crappy multi-tool that I'm not interested in, because right now my multi-tool slots are all taken up, and I really don't feel like archiving anything at the moment. But I'll still have a chat with him. He's kind of been there all by himself, him and the exocraft guy. Got to role play a little bit here. All right. There's little activity on the network, Traveler. Perhaps we can try again. Yeah, that's crazy, right? That every time. So, okay, I don't need no Minotaur stuff. Exocraft boost. I need an engine module, I believe, for my submarine, but it doesn't look like he has any. Talk to this guy. Raw Traveler, I have been inspired by your actions to craft a multi-tool of great power. Would it please you to examine it? I'll check it out, but let me guess, B class, right? Oh, even worse. All right, thanks, but no thanks, pal. All right. Oh, you know what? Grab some of that out of there. And yeah, since I'm in the system, I think I'm going to go ahead and hit my settlements. Whatever one is under attack is going to take priority. Okay. Well, guess I'm just going to go to my autophage one. All right. And they may be done with my, no, they're not. All right, let's see what we can do here. Two settlers are competing to purchase HR of reconstructed organs. Yeah. Plan is steady and unimaginative, while maintenance construct, however you say that name, is willing to risk containment failure in the name of progress. Maintenance construct, peace scrapper, dispute resolution. I mean, I feel like the productivity here is pretty good. Yeah, I mean, 1.3 million maintenance cost. Uh, yeah, I'm going to do something different this time. So the citizen happiness is like, 6% higher than like great. So I'm going to go with the productivity. If it was current population, I would probably try to max that out. But yeah, so we'll go with the debt, or we'll go with more productivity. All right, where is my building? Right here. Yeah, crane. Okay, now we got a B class. And I guess productivity is already outmatching the upkeep costs. So, inverted mirror. Yeah, that was something I was thinking go into my dissonance folder. Well, I can call down one of my Corvettes, but not my small one this time. Wow, look at this. Needs a few seconds here to load. There we go. One inverted mirror coming right up. All right, soon to be A class. All right, I will meet y'all at my Corvex hangout. All right. Okay, so current population's maxed out happiness is really high, and productivity is amazing, right, compared to maintenance costs. So I guess really, so this is maxed out. Not really much I can do. Greet settlement visitor. A stranger named settlement entity, whatever, asked to do business with the overseer. They say life has provided them with more than they need, and they wish to donate their pearls to the settlement. Um, exchange gifts. All right, cool. Yeah, so I'm gonna go right back to my uranium base real fast, and I guess grab the rest of this pet battle stuff here, man. I'm gonna grab the rest of my antimatter. All right. Yeah, and that is it for that. Um, how's my inventory looking? Okay. And this is for just a standard exocraft. Okay. So that's fine, yeah. Just not trying to put that in my Minotaur because when he's fighting, he will cycle through those weapons, and I would rather have him just like, using really powerful weapons for fighting. Anyway, give me a moment here. I will be right back. I'm trying to figure out, do I want to jump on a quicksilver mission right away or do something else? So I'll be right back with you. All right, everyone. So I think I want to hit the freighter. First, I want to check and see if there's. Okay, so yeah, there's no more in there. Um, hey, what's up? Yeah, I want to hit the freighter and do a light year jump before I get into the quicksilver stuff. Um, Yesterday, after the episode ended, like I said, I made a couple light year jumps, and ironically, after I had already found the petrified planet, or petrified, calcified, where the stars are, and I got a bunch of them. Yeah, I wound up coming across like two of those type of planets. Now, very easy to find after you've discovered them, and got what you need. Usually how it goes, though. Anyway, and I've been searching a lot of paradise type planets. I'm really looking for something really nice. The one I was on the other day, I really, really, really like it, but I'm still checking a bunch out in the system. They say that your different galaxies or your different dimensions. In this case, the Hesperius dimension. They say there's like unique things about each galaxy, right? I mean, the planets are all going to pretty much be very similar. You get on a radioactive planet, you kind of know what to expect, just like a cold planet. But there's differences, and I have found that to be true. In the case of like the paradise planets in this Hesperius system, there's a lot of green ones, right? And that's not something I came across a whole lot, say, in Euclid. In Euclid Galaxy, a lot of the paradise planets that I would come upon, like blue grass, purple grass, stuff like that, which is fine. But I really like the green grass planets. I would like to get to a paradise planet that has like white grass. I've seen a couple of those from other content creators on YouTube. That seems like it would be a pretty neat thing. Right here. Okay. Meet you there. All right, normal drill. Do a planetary scan, hit the space station, and then after the space station, go through the black hole, hit that space station, and then probably going to pull the anomaly in. All right. Oh, look at this. Um, sort of a sort of a mini me version of my fighters B class. There is something I was talking about, this solar ship, how it's pretty much decked out, but there is one missing element, and that is stealth starship trails. So I'm going to go ahead and get that out of the way real quick. But I'm going to add an augmentation to this ship, and then this ship will be completely done, which is nice. Okay. Good. Throw that right there. I may fill that spot in later on. Nothing I really need. You know, what I could put in there, though, is the emergency warp, even though I don't use that, but I want to get some purple trails going on here. So, all right, that should be pretty appropriate. Let's check the weapons guy and the guild envoy. Neutron cannon, mining beam, scanner, all that good stuff. Yep. Scanner. And okay. Um, okay. So let's see here. Yeah. I'm glad I got that weapon in because I don't have to take anything out to look at the stats. And I'm pretty sure about the numbers. Okay. So this is pretty much immediately for sale. Let's see what the scanner's got to offer here. 32 scan radius. That may work in one of my weapons, actually, so. Okay. All right, everyone. I will meet you on the other side. All right. And I'll hook up with you all in the planetary scanner room. All right. Empty planet. Supercritical. Toxic horror. Sub-Zero. Tropical planet. Infrequent torrents. Low sentinels. All right. Well, I do want to hit the space station here, so I'll meet you down in the space station. Yep, neutron cannon. Good to go. Let's check it out. Oh, nice. Okay. So that is a keeper. Absolutely. Wow, the system matches my ship, huh? Alright. Yeah, I can hardly see the trails. I'm gonna have to eventually do this freaking pet battle thing. Get rid of the thing out of my log, it looks like. Yeah. I am completely uninterested in that whole thing. Yep, hack a sentinel pillar. Down with that. Alright, everyone, I guess I will meet you down on whatever plan. Oh, they're going to have me do it in this system, which is cool. Alright. I need to remember to switch to my my actual fighting weapon here instead of my mining tool. Alright, I'll catch up with you. Wow, look at this freaking planet. Pretty cool. You know what? Also, my Minotaur, the last time I checked, he is pretty. Got the big old worm here. I'd like to shoot him. Yeah, he's a little bit messed up, but I think putting that stuff in my freighter really may have came in pretty handy here. Looks like. Oh, well, you know what? Doesn't matter anyway, because my freighter is in the actual system. So I actually have access to, as you can see, all of my storages and stuff. So that's really, really cool. Okay. Might have to make a point of maybe when I do Nexus missions to actually consider that, make sure I am in the system that my freighter's in. All right. 276 this way. Oh, right there. You know what? I'm going to bring out my little Laylapse buddy here. All right, combat scope is what I want. Get out of my way, buddy. Man. Uh-uh. I definitely need that. My shields are like going bye-byes. Wow, a lot of them, man. Oh, I need to juice up my cannon. Nah, I think I'm good. Oh, sorry, buddy. Oh, there's the walker. Cool. Oh, I didn't take. There's the brain. All right. Oh, is that my guy? Yeah. I guess we're just going to disable the whole freaking network on this planet. Yeah, local Sentinel network disabled. Let me go ahead and collect all my booty. I'll meet up with you when I'm done collecting. All right, everyone. I think I gathered everything up, and man, they put a hurting on my big buddy over here, man. He's all screwed up. Let me go ahead and take care of him because I definitely couldn't have done it without him. Oh, they just pretty much they somehow got his most important whatchamacallit, his engine, but other than that, just he's looking pretty okay. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and disable his AI because if not, he will just be hounding around. And let's go ahead and hack this thing. Let's take a look at check the weapons technology out. Oh. And I want to, yeah, you know what? I want to do something that may be pretty stupid to do, but it could be fun. If I get a chance, I would like to attack that big freaking worm. See what happens. But you know what? I don't really feel like waiting around for him, so I'll meet you guys back up at the anomaly. Right. I've got 2,000 quicksilver. Not bad. I mean, I really just want to make some light year jumps, so I will catch up with you at the freighter. All right, everyone, I'm back. I'm on my newest runaway mold base, which has an ungodly amount of runaway mold. I don't need the nanites, but I want to take them out because they sell for a lot of units. But you know, I'm looking at this planet, and it's nice. I really dig this paradise type planet here. Plus, there's a lot of animals, and some of these animals are egg layers, and that's always kind of a sort of a special thing. But yeah, I like the trees and all. But anyway, I am going to just do a quick round of these guys, and I should make around almost 10 million units for it. You know what? I don't have access. Never mind. Yeah, I'm going to do my normal. Questionably sweet. I was going to try to go through my anomalous tarts. They give 54 as opposed to 64. So anyway, these guys rolling down here. That's a crazy amount of runaway mold. All right, yeah, and I'm not going to sell them in this system. I'm going to go ahead and do my, yeah, minus 80. That's pretty bad. All right, everyone. Yeah, let's go ahead and check here real quick. Never know. Wow, so this has got a plus 4.7 demand, 10,976,000. That's a quick, efficient way to make some units, right? I mean, all right. So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and do a jump real quick. Yeah, 487,000 light years. Won't be long at all before I hit galactic core at this place. All right. One more. All right, everyone. Meet you there. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, look at this big red planet here. Temperate moon. Mostly calm. I'm definitely going to check that out. Damp planet. Maybe even check that out. Freezing moon. Irradiated. Rocky. All right, yeah, so we got a couple spots to check out. Definitely want to check the space station. So I'll meet you first in the space station. Mercenaries Guild. What do we got? Corvex. Maybe I'll check the mission agent here. Oh, we'll just take that for the hell of it. Don't think I really need it, but yeah. Third frame engine. Okay. Yeah, definitely wouldn't hurt to check the mission agent out because C class. Oh, got a needle. Cool engine. Actually, I have. Let's see. My overseer wanted me to take a photo for the overseer. Take specific worlds, learn information about planets from space by using the ship scanner. Okay. Well, I don't. Guess I'll just hit L3 while I'm here, and we'll go wherever it wants me to go. Here we go. All right, let's see. We got. I want to get on the. I'd like to go on the light side where the sunlight is. So. Uh, yeah. So I've been seeing a lot of these plants right here on the different paradise planets in this galaxy. I have not really seen many of these in any of the other galaxies. Uh, yeah, so mostly calm, but storm clearing. Okay, it's kind of looking like one of those blue grassy type of. Yeah, pretty decent, I guess. Fly around it a little bit, not too long. See if I can fly through this thing. Yeah, kind of not. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a monolith. Oh, you know what? This is a Corvex system too, I believe. Let me see. Yeah, let's check. Let's check the Atlantic multi-tool they got here. All right. Yeah, that's kind of sharp, man. Uh, I can't take it. Yeah. I do like that. I am going to I'm gonna grab that, but I got to go to my ship. Um, Throw a weapon in archive. Oh, you know what? A click, and I can see the Earth is. I didn't read that. I should have read it. Let's comfort that first. This is the. This is not the oblivion of sleep. I'm still here, present and aware as I drift into endless nothing. All I have to remember is the final image of destruction. Seconds, hours, days pass. Panic grows. I feel every tick, and it's still just nothing. And then another click. Vision ends. I'm returned. I never felt such relief. Okay. Alright, so I learned the word and standing increased with the autophage, so that's cool. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to hit the freighter. I think I want to grab that multi-tool. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a red multi-tool, red Atlanta multi-tool, I don't know. I am a collector of ships and multi-tools, so. Alright, everyone. So, I think I'm going to, man, I'm kind of hooked on the, what is it? The neutron cannon. I This thing has pulse splitters in it. I kind of would rather Honestly, I'd rather just have neutron cannon instead of pulse splitters. But anyway, um, I'm going to sit this thing out for now, the green one. Yeah. And I'm going to grab that. I'm going to go back to that planet and grab that multi-tool. All right, everyone, I'll meet you there. Yeah, you know, if I could find a Atlantic multi-tool like my blue one, but have it be red, that would be really awesome. All right, so I got a restore point. So let's see if we get the same design here. Yeah. Look at the thing on the back. That's interesting. All right. Yeah. All right. I guess I'm done with that. I'm going to hit the space station and take this thing up to an S class, pretty much. But not this space station. I'm going to go through the black hole. You know, I've made a lot of jumps without without getting attacked, and I really don't feel like messing around with that. I'm just going to go to the space station. First things first, though, I'm going to call in my freighter. There we go. All right, so now I can just warp right to my freighter when I'm done in this space station. Okay. We got an alien. We have an alien. That's cool. All right. Pulse engine module. Don't need that. Oh, there we go. All right. But I will definitely need some mining beams and some visors and some neutron cannons for this thing. All right. Well, for now, that's it. All right, let's take this thing up to an S class. All right, A class. See what that did. So it pulled out. So yeah, I've got two. That's a good layout so far. I don't really want a bolt caster. Take it to S class. Okay, so that did not open up any slots. Wow. That sucks because these tools have so many slots and you don't really need all that many. It's just you kind of want to get all four of these things opened up. Let's see here. 43, 12 damn. That's really nice. I think I would rather keep that for a different multi-tool. All right, everyone, so I'm going to go ahead and port to the freighter and do a planetary scan, and I'll catch up with you. All right, everyone, before I do my planetary scan, I'm going to go ahead and set this thing up with a few things. All right, so I think I've got pretty much my weapon set up for this. $45, $41, $42. So we'll put 45 in there, and we'll put 42 in there, and man, damage just jumps right up. Got to do the planetary scan. Lifeless planet. How about a scorched planet? No. Decaying. Burden. Contaminated. Alright, so I'm going to make another jump. And I'm going to go to that space station and throw a few slots in this multi-tool and hope that in this system I'm going to jump to, I'm hoping it may have a scorched planet so I can take a photograph from my overseer. There we are. I'll meet you there. So I just basically warped to a new system off camera, and I'm at the current space station. I wanted to do that because I wanted to have time to throw a few slots in here before I end this episode. All right, go ahead and do this now. All right, well, to me this makes sense, but I don't know. Damn. Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad multi-tool layout, honestly. I guess it would... Yeah. Alright, well, anyway, I am going to see what this guy's got. There we go. Damn. You know what? There's a black hole. I'm going to go through that black hole, and I'll meet you on the other side. I'm going to meet you at the space station after I go through that black hole. All right, everyone. I just went through the black hole, and I'm going to kind of fudge the rules here a little bit. Since I have a restore spot, I'm going to open up some more of these slots, and if I don't like the layout, I'm going to reset. So let's see. Okay, there's one down there. Man. Yeah, I don't like it. All right, everyone. Well, you know what? Pretty much at the end of this episode. So thanks y'all for sticking around. And until the next time, peace out.